It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and if it's in...
And we are underway from Houston. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. On second down, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Jelani Woods, and it's third down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Hall again on 2nd down. Able to avoid him at the 40. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ball again on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Henry up the middle. And he'll take this down to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston set to take over. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action with Hurts. Caught by Turner. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Mingo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. A Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And quickly they get to the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. That's completed right side to Palmer.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it with Henry on first down.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jelani Woods. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And running with power here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Trey Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Oilers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Pitt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mahomes going to change things up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hurts.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
No touch that. Hey, easy, 63, back. No touch that. No touch.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, here's Hall. And we'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 50 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Still on his feet.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense